We're learning some new things with technology today, guys. How y'all doing? What's up, everybody? Sascha Chatman here, Chatman Realty Group, Coach Sascha. And today we got a treat. We are live now. We should be streaming live on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Coach Sascha, Chatman Realty Group, and our YouTube channels as well. We want you guys to be interactive. And I got a treat for you guys because I got a brand new agent who just converted over, got into the game, right? This dude is a monster in the making. Y'all have no idea. He's already doing sales. Right? He comes from a sales background, and more importantly, this is a former client of mine. So let's talk about getting into real estate as a brand new agent, guys. I'm gonna bring on my guy. All right, Blake Yang. This is my dude right here, and I saw something special in Blake when I first met him. So Blake, let's kind of jump into it real quick. Let's tell your story, my friend. First things first. Where can people catch up with you? Oh, yo, I think you're on mute. Hold up. Blake,
Yep. All right. All right. Sorry.
there we
What was
go.
the last part of that?
Well, just first, let's get your contact information out there so folks can catch up with you here real quick. Where can they catch you at?
So, so my number is actually right down below. It's a 630-39757. As well, you guys can also schedule time on Calendly. So just Calendly.com/Blake-Yang123.
All right, bet. We'll make sure we drop. Hey guys, drop his Blake's calendar link out there in the chat for us real quick, and then all social media. So Blake, how did we meet? I mean, I know how we met, but let's tell the people, how did we actually meet?
Seems to be a common story for a lot of people coming out to Texas as well. I'm not a Californian in years. Just got tired of paying, close to 50% of my income on rent. Ended up, moving out into this area. I started simply browsing, and a couple days before, my dad and I, we just said, hey, let's take a look at some houses. Reached out just different, inquiries to a bunch of different realtors, and Sascha was actually one of the first agents to come. And right from the very beginning of the conversation, the consultation, wasn't high pressure, normal conversation with a buddy of mine, and ended up working out to where we were able to tour. I think it was like 20 houses in the span of a day and a half, and we ended up closing on one.
Yeah, we were moving pretty quickly because y'all were only down for a weekend, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And let me tell you, man, as a buyer out there, you guys were gamers because most people are not jumping and going to go see that many houses in a short period of time like that. Some people will do that, but I mean, I knew that you guys were serious. And yeah, but I saw something in you that I'm like, I see it with a lot of my clients, like that person could probably sell some houses. I'm pretty sure they could sling some houses. And I didn't even know you was thinking about it. Had no idea. So, but you bought how long ago was your transaction roughly?
Just under a year and a half ago. I want to say it was May of last.
And so here's what's funny about that: you bought during the insanity.
Yep.
And now here you are, a real estate agent. So how
Yep.
does that feel? Because you bought when it was crazy, and it's kind of calmed down a little bit. So tell me about that.
Yeah, it was being a first time home buyer at that point in time. Market's going like crazy. I remember first, hey, get ready for things that you probably didn't find from those how to buy YouTube videos and everything, because everything was just crazy. I mean, it was
Right.
bidding war. People were asking. I remember we saw I think it was a house marked at 400, and you told me 50 a couple of days later. And so now being on the other side of it, things have gotten back to what people that have been in the game understand. Hey, this is normal right now. Seeing them, the kind of concessions that sellers are making are where we're seeing them, and that's kind of definitely a little bit different of an experience. I remember even for myself, it was, hey, I have to raise the appraisal, and I remember I asked you a couple of days ago, and you're like, yeah, it's definitely been a nice change, but a good change of pace as well. I think right now, especially, good opportunity.
Right. And we got a comment already here on Facebook. I got Michael the Backer. What's up, Mike? How are you doing? Tell me he's so glad this craziness has passed. Me too. Me too. We're back. I don't know if I would call it a balanced market just yet, but it is a much more balanced market than what we have been in. This past 2 years, people have been giving up kidneys, their firstborn, sending people to Cabo, and this has been insane. And that had to be something for you to be on one side of it, and now you're on the other. Now, here's the reality, though. Here's what's funny. You're gonna laugh at this. I bought a house. We bought our new house in August. So while I was out here slanging houses and telling people, "Hey, yeah, you got to go for asking price to get it. You got to waive appraisals," I went through the exact same thing. And man, I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I waved my appraisal and I was shitting bricks. I was like, man, this don't feel good. It's one thing to advise it, guys. It's another thing to go through it. So mad respect for all the buyers who went through that. And because it's a very conscientious decision that you have to make. You have to be, really understand, is this something that you really want to do? And I was just sitting here like, man, come on, appraisal. Come on, appraisal. I was begging for it. It came in short. Mine came in short. If I remember correctly, yours came in short too, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yep. And
yeah,
having to pay that. Yep.
yeah. I mean, but now we both have homes with a lot of equity too, though. So I mean, it
We.
did come in short, but we do have our equity. So that's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So Blake, let's change gears real quick. Tell
Yep.
us let's go over your background. So
Yep.
what led you down the path to decide to get into real estate? And then what is your background before you jumped into this business?
Yeah. So I've kind of dabbled in a lot of different professions, mainly within law and politics. I worked for the governor at the time, Bruce Rauner, and then even before that, had worked in Feld, one of the biggest malpractice lawsuit firms in Chicago. And so, for myself, entirely when I moved out to California, I did sales and marketing. We were doing it was door to door time, and so that's where I really got my feet wet when it came to cold calling, knocking on the actual sale process, and throughout these past few years, I was able to build, actually run my own business when it came to partnering up with some of these big
Hmm.
box
Hmm.
retailers. Um, made the decision to kind of switch into real estate based off the big thing for me of why I had stayed and ran a business in that was I was able to help peers, their lives based off of giving them a better opportunity than maybe ever since I went through the actual home buying process. The nice thing was actually, hey, you know what? This is going to be some of the biggest purchases some people will make in their entire lives. And actually met
Right.
a couple of agents that maybe I'm glad I didn't have to work with. Having the opportunity to work with yourself and be the agent that helped me close on my home. That shift in that mentality is that what, rather than having an impact on giving people's jobs and opportunity, let me help guide them through probably one of the riskiest, maybe scariest parts ever make in their lives.
Yeah. The funny thing about this is when I look at your skill set and what you have, and just knowing your background, you already have the background that is there, a good core that's going to help you be successful in real estate. And I knew that when we first started talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. If you can sell, guys, let me say this. Everyone out there, if you can sell, you can sell. Okay. Now, if you everyone doesn't know how to connect with people, and a lot of people mess up their transactions because they do not know how to connect with people and just have a regular everyday conversation, right? I don't like being salesy. I don't want to be salesy. I'm just going to talk to you, right? And I'm going to educate you on your options, and you're going to make a grown man and a grown woman decision on what it is that you want to do, right? You either have the means to actually act upon what you want to do, A, and then B, you actually want to do it. It's really just that simple. I don't believe in doing high pressure sales, and I saw that in you as well. So when I look at someone who's had a political background, right? Real estate's got politics in it. Lord, believe me, it does, right? But you got to have the tenacity to go sell, especially in this market, right? So tell me, how are you enjoying the business so far in this particular market, and what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, so I can say is that it feels good to get back into, hey, connecting, building relation, and actually going through that sale process. But I think, and you nailed it on the head there, Sasha, was, it's hey, let me lay out all the options. Let me give you what I would personally in terms of a couple of options, but ultimately it's your decision,
Mhm.
Meller, right? And so that being said, is what I've been seeing recently, especially with some potential buyers, some potential sellers, is that a lot of them they're kind of in this like we started this podcast with, which was, hey, they're still kind of on the coattail. The pandemic was like the bidding wars, all those different sessions. Whereas now, what do I still need to do, right? What will make me competitive in the market again? Educate them from the other side of the fence here. It's nice to go out and see that, kind of some of some people's heads saying, oh, maybe I should start looking to buy right now. Maybe I shouldn't start looking to sell right now for all these other things right now. Maybe I can get a little bit more out of this. And so
Right, right.
it's nice to see that, all the people in the market right now.
It's a different game right now, and people need to understand that. And I keep saying this to individuals. I am 41, so in my generation, right, we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled by really good interest rates as we have become home buying adults. Let's say that, right? Okay, so I bought my first home. I think I was 26 at the time, give or take something like that. So I think when I bought that house, I was at a 3.8% interest rate, right? And we have never seen high, quote unquote, high interest rates until now. And we started seeing some 5.3s, 5.5s, even some six. It's come back down, and we're like, oh no, I won't do that. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You know why? Because your parents bought a house at 10%, 11, 20%. And not that we're going that direction. Don't want to scare nobody right now. But understand that 5 to 5.5% is not a terrible market. It really isn't. And now that means you need to stack your chips. You need to make some responsible decisions. But at the exact same time, we need to understand where this market is going. Home values have come down a smidge. That doesn't mean it's about to drop like a rock. So I don't know who you're listening to out there. To tell you, oh, home values are going to just fall and fall and fall. No, the fictitious equity that was out there is disappearing, meaning that the folks who were getting you know, another 10 to 15% on top of their houses, yeah, you was not supposed to make $100,000 in buying a home in a year. That wasn't supposed to happen. So we want to make sure people really truly understand that. It doesn't mean it's a bad time to buy because guess what's going to keep happening? The home value is going to keep going up, right? They're right sizing right now, but if you think it's not going to go up year over year again in DFW when we have jobs coming here, I don't know what you're saying. No, if these jobs disappear, and people stop migrating to Texas, and Texas becomes a unfriendly state towards corporations, then we can have a conversation. It might be different, but right now things are going very, very well. So just food for thought, folks. Think about it from that perspective. Don't lose your mind, right? But if you know what, Blake, here's one thing. Let me ask you how you feel about this. It feels like in the last week and a half, it feels like it's changing again, right? Buyers are more willing to get out there.
Yes.
Yeah. How's that going for you when you're on the phone with buyers right now?
Yeah, it definitely. I started, doing some outreach probably about three weeks ago. Not getting too much context strategy and the way in which about going about it, but at least in the past week and a half, definitely getting a lot more, as well as future buyers that are saying, hey, you know what? Make a search for me out there. Hey, let's go ahead and tour a couple of these homes. Hey, what do you think about these kinds of homes? And so you're definitely seeing a lot more talk, amongst that kind of. They're saying, hey, you know what? Maybe now is
Mhm,
this
mhm.
time out there and looking.
Yeah. Well, there's deals to be made, guys. There's deals to be made. Your house is sitting out there. So and let's keep it real. You're paying a mortgage, just not yours, right? So now people are willing to have more of a conversations. Sellers have brought their expectations down. Balance. The market is more balanced. So I feel good about it, but I do feel like we don't feel like it requires much more education than ever, and I think it's extremely important right now that you're working with the right people. Right, you got a good lender on your squad. You have all the right folks, and we have a great team. Our referral partners are all wonderful that we work with. So yeah, all right. I got a couple more questions for you before we jump off this whole bad boy. Real quick,
Yeah.
tell me, why did you come to EXP Realty? What made you decide that, yep, I want to come over to EXP?
Yeah.
Other than me.
I would say was you're a big part of it there, Sasha. But yeah, I was actually going ahead and going on, the interviews to some of these other brokerages, right? Of course, the aspect of the 80-20 split with EXP, that was a really nice thing, right?
Hmm.
Seeing the
Hmm.
Williams, the Colonial, all right? It was okay, 50-50, but it was more so this concept of, rather than being is why I feel a lot of us get into this industry. It seems like going to it was, hey, you're an employee. We're going to tell you exactly what you got to do, when to do
Right,
it, how to do
right.
it, the right that freedom of value than I did find with EXP. Right. I mean, I love to choose who exactly your mentor will be. You get to go ahead and see based off the losses they're selling, what's the value, how big their team is, how much money that they're just simply making, so that your type of person. As much as, hey, home buyers and sellers need to work with the right agent. Well, great, or that they're working with the right types of mentors
Yeah,
to
buddy.
guide them path. And found with the community within EXP is that, hey, even though we're still condensed down to locally anyway, we have a great support system, and so threw me over to EXP.
Yeah. And for me, it was a lot of misinformation out there about that. One thing, I mean, can we be real about something real quick? Can we just call it
Yeah.
what it is? Real estate brokerages are haters, man. Brokerages are some of the biggest haters out there. You have brokerages who are just straight up talking smack about the next brokerage and the next brokerage and this one right there. And I was sitting here thinking the EXP was just full of these just cocky, arrogant a-holes, and no one wanted to work with them. And then I realized, and this is gonna be really funny for you guys, is some of those same folks or the same folks I was working with at KW because they just left before me. And so I was like, um, what's going on? But you hear this all the time. EXP agents can't sell. All they do is recruit. I'd be like,
Stop the cap.
are you kidding me? Come out, sell me, baby. Come out, sell me. Come from my head. Let's go. And I don't understand the mindset with some folks saying, well, all you do is recruit. Well, I can't be multifunctional here. I can't multitask. I can't slang a bunch of houses, run a team, cook my kids dinner and go recruit some agents at the same time. I feel like I'm efficient, right? But I didn't understand that. Let me just be very, very. I didn't understand the model for EXP at all. And what I was hearing about it was these guys don't sell houses, right? And man, we got guys who are slanging a butt ton of houses out here, but they also are making money in other ways that they have put me on. And I'm like, okay. I mean, let me just be very clear. For everyone who's watching this right now, there was no coach Sascha, okay, 2 years ago. All right. It was just Sascha Chatman with Chatman Realty Group, okay, trying to create a team and yada, yada, yada. Now with the XP, I tell all my business, but I have several different sources of income that they've been able to teach me. And so that in itself is a huge plus. So I absolutely love that. In fact, we're going to drop a link out here, my EXP website. So let me find it on Bitly, the EXP Explain guys. Can someone drop that for me real quick? It's a website I put out there that tells you everything you need to know about EXP. From my perspective, obviously, you need to do your own homework, but I will make sure that you really do understand it if that's something for you. Now, Blake, as we're dropping this out there, real quick,
Yep.
why did you come to Chapman Realty Group? Because how did that conversation go first?
Yes. I mean,
Well,
he was definitely
hold up, Blake. Someone dropped a message. Hold up. Hold up. We got a Facebook user says the other brokers recruit as well. Just check your inbox. You're not lying. Let me talk about that for just 1 second. Here's the deal: if you can sell, you can sell, and if you can sell, people are buying that data, and people are actually coming at you because you can actually sell. I mean, I don't get offended by it. I get the message all the time in my inbox. I got messages right now. Are you willing to come talk to Fathom or whomever? And I'm flattered by it. I'm not going anywhere because I'm very happy where I am and the relationships that I have and the network I have is so wonderful. But everybody recruits. Oh, we got another. Oh, we don't struck a nerve. Here's somebody else. My email is full of them. Shante, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Y'all act like y'all don't recruit. Act like y'all don't recruit. I get hit up all the time. Hey, Sasha, are you willing to come over here? Let's have a conversation. Let's go have coffee. I don't have time for coffee, guys. I'm being very honest with you. I have a very hard, tight schedule. Blake, am I lying? Do I have time for coffee?
not at all. No.
No, we got houses to sell. We have houses to sell. We got to call buyers. We have to call sellers. And then for those who want to talk to me about coming to EXP, we let them book that time out. But real talk, if you can sell, baby, you can sell. And people are coming at you from that perspective. Right. So yeah, I agree with you, Shantae, on that one. They all talking that smack. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's all good. I'm willing to have the conversation with you. You might put something out there that may interest me. You never know. But I'm not going nowhere. Just saying. Um yeah, I ain't going nowhere. No time soon. Blake, real quick, let's get ready to start wrap this whole thing up, man. Why did you come to Chatman Realty Group? Tell me how it went when we first discussed from your perspective of coming over here. What did I do to you?
Yeah, no, no. The first thing, and what I really actually liked is that you did the same thing to me that you do with future clients, right? Gave me a couple of options, laid them all out, and said, "Hey, balls in your I prefer." And, and I remember Sasha had given me essentially two options, right? Right? Hey, number one, which is horses, but look, you're not going to get the full access. You're not going to get, the opportunity to go ahead and call many to the full team, but I'll still help you along, right? I'll help you get started. And, option B, if you're going to be on the team, you're going to be on the team. And so I expect, hey,
Right.
all these different, and, originally my gut reaction was, okay, hey, there's a huge commitment. I don't even know if this is really with that. But then, after getting the taste of, in my head, right, coming from which I did, the structure that Sasha had, the videos, the infographics, all of that jazz, was giving it out for free, blew my mind, number one. But then he said, all right, hey, if you want the full access to this, they can pay anything. And I was like, I'm sold, right? Like, this is the
Right.
perfect system for anyone that's done sales. You have to be an expert in the product, number one, but then you need to have a systematic
That
way,
you do.
just the pitch, but how you get the customers, how you get the lead, how you transition that lead into a hot lead, to now helping them out with appraisal and all that stuff. That was something that I had compiled.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Yeah. Real talk,
And so
because here's the thing on it, man. If you don't when you let's talk when you join a team, you're trusting that individual is going to teach you, going to guide you. Okay. And you're trusting that individual is going to give you what you need to be successful. Right. Now, I've learned a couple things with teams. I failed my first time around because I really wasn't ready. And I think the folks that I brought in wasn't ready to be on the team. And we kind of stumbled through that together, truth be told. Right. That was facts. And then this time around, I've started realizing the amount of value that I actually bring to my team and what I'm giving them, right? When we say we have systems, man, baby, we have systems. You got to sit your butt down, plug in, get in a chair, make the phone calls, and there you go. But I straight up scared the crap out of you because I was talking about all this. I was like, yeah, yeah. You're gonna make these phone calls. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. And I want to be clear. The place that I was coming from, guys, when I was telling Blake this, is it is expensive to run a team. Okay, when people aren't getting deals done, they cost you money, right? Having an agent on your team costs you a decent amount of money every single month. So imagine they're not getting deal after deal after deal. Oh, it's time for a conversation, right? And so, but I found ways to run my business even more efficient. But scaling up and getting a team is exactly where I wanted to go. And the funny thing is, I was trying not to lead on right whatever, because with Blake, I was like, man, let me tell you something. I knew I wanted him on the team. I was like,
now I tell you what, I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
and then he ran off. So he ran off. I was like, damn, I messed that one up. And then I had an epiphany, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm not getting everything that I want to have done from this perspective with the team. What do I care about? What I really care about is getting transactions. I don't care about having carbon copy clones of Sascha Chatman, because that's never going to happen, right? The way Blake can sell is the way Blake can sell, and the way I can sell is the way I can sell. I can set him up for success. However, I don't have his skill set, right? And once I had a better understanding of that as a team leader, I was able to ease up in my mind and transition and say, you know what? We can make this work, right? We can make it work. And we have a relationship beyond real estate anyway, that, okay, if it isn't the right thing, we're not going to get cross with each other and be mortal enemies. You know what I'm saying? It's business. And so that's what people need to understand. When you get on a team, yeah, that team is putting something out there for you. But if they don't have systems, if they don't have leads, if they don't have guidance and training, you might not be in the right place anyway. Okay. So yeah. All right, Blake, let's get wrap this up. What would you tell a brand new agent getting into business right now? What advice would you give to someone who wants to transition into business like you're transitioning in? What would you tell them?
For anyone that's transitioning, getting into it, I mean, first and foremost, just get it done. I mean, with Sascha, when we actually closed on the home last year, was, hey, it took me until February of this year to actually go ahead, take the course, pass it, the whole nine. So I got it. Just go ahead, sign up for a class, right? Doesn't hurt, right? It's not too expensive, and you're going to learn something out of it anyway. But after that, more importantly, is you have to surround yourself with the right types of people, have the answers that have
Absolutely.
the results of what you're looking for. And that's the way that if you're going to have someone coach you, if you're going to have someone mentor you, you got to know that, hey, they know exactly what their team, most head coaches used to play the game themselves, right? Doesn't matter whoever's team, find the right type of individual, and most importantly, find someone with a systematic way to do it. You can, but if they're doing backflips to wow their homeowners, well, look, not everyone can do that, right? But when Sascha that has a systematic way, a videos, guidebooks, checklists, work to actually visibly track your progress, you're going to do extremely well in this industry.
Yeah. You know what? And here's the thing. I feel like we get better with our onboarding process. Every agent, every time we bring a new agent on, it gets better and better and better. So that's what we're doing. And so we are actually hiring here at Chatman Realty Group. We're looking for more agents to go out there and get in the game. If you are an agent that's in the business, who's thinking about getting out the business, reach out to me. I'm gonna drop my Billy link down there and my Popo link so you can connect with us on social. But do not get out the business, man. You don't want to go die a slow death by cubicle. I can't do it. I can't do it. If real estate falls apart, I'll sell hearing aids. I will figure it out. I cannot work for anybody else ever again. I've enjoyed my freedom for 5 years, for far too long, and you can't put me back in the box. Entrepreneurship is where it's at. Okay, and we're gonna have a webinar talking about what type of previous jobs do well in real estate. Teachers do extremely well, nurses do extremely well, firefighters, police officers, people who have already done high pressure sales like Blake, right? People who door knock. If you can go door to door in 110 Texas heat and you can sell utilities, you can do this. All right. All right, Blake, I know you have to run real quick. Drop your information one more time and I'm gonna wrap this whole thing up.
Absolutely, guys. You guys can shoot me a text, give me a call, 630-9057. Once again, 630-397-9057. onlead.com/Blake-Yang123.
All right. All right, guys. Hit Blake up. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So y'all can hit Blake up if you want to learn more about his experience in coming over to Chatman Realty Group or EXP Realty, or if you're looking to buy and sell a home, he will be excellent to help you out. That guy's gonna be a banger. He is going to be a banger. I'm telling you. Proud of him. He's going to be making a big, big difference out there for folks. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let's keep it going. We're going to wrap this up here real shortly. And we are going to talk about our listing of the week. All right. So let me show you guys a quick, short, brief video, and we're going to jump on this bad boy here in a sec. All right, guys, sorry about that. So that particular house is actually still on the market. It baffles my brain because it's absolutely gorgeous and it's a beautiful home. We've getting a lot of showings out there, and actually we're trying to work through a couple of deals right now on it. But it is still available. 3920 Long Hollow Road. It's in Roanoke. For those who don't know where Roanoke's at, let me kind of give you guys an idea where Roanoke's at. All right. So here is Roanoke. If you guys can see this real quick. All right. Roanoke is right here. It is going to be just off of 35 and around 114. Now, Roanoke is known as the unique dining capital of Texas. Let's zoom in a little bit more right here. And some great food out there. And some great food. They have Main Street in Roanoke is like 5 minutes away from this home. So, if you like to eat, you got Babe's Chicken. You have the cantinas out there. They make some mean margaritas as well. So you will absolutely love it out this way. If you have any questions, let me know. This home is out in Northwest ISD. It is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And it is just sitting out there waiting for you. All right. That's our listing for the week, guys. Real quick, our next episode. So, the next episode we're going to be having, we got a special guest who's going to be coming on. Here's my good friend, my brother from another mother, Rod C. And we're going to be talking about down payment systems explained. You know, there's always down payment systems out there within the market, and it's ready for you guys out there. However, it changes. The market keeps changing. So you need to know what you need to know about down payment assistance. You need to come ask questions. If you're out there right now working, trying to buy a home, there is absolutely free money out there. There's free money out there for you to get. Now, so if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me, but we'll be going live next Tuesday at 6 p.m. We're going to keep this show going. We're going to do the Let's Chat Real Estate every Tuesday at 6 p.m. I would love for you guys to join us on our chat and we can talk more and more about it and answer your questions of real estate. If you're going through a transaction, no matter where you are, you have questions, bring them forth. If you're a real estate agent and you're trying to figure out your business, bring them forth. And if you want to be on the show, let's go. I don't care what you are in the industry. Home inspectors, let's talk. If you are a lender, I'm sorry, I got my lenders, can't bring y'all. But if you are in the industry and you want to try to get on the show, let's talk about it. In fact, I am looking to go ahead and bring on a appraiser so we can start talking about home values and what it means right now in this market. So we want to make sure we bring you guys all the information you need. If you have any questions, make sure you hit us up. My Popo link is out there. Make sure you go out to Coach Sasha's my Coach Sasha Facebook page because that's where we are talking to real estate agents all day, every day about their business. I do a lot of go lives from that page as well as my YouTube channel that's out there as well. And for those who are looking to buy and sell, you guys already know how you can reach me. If you don't, here's my contact information one more time. Got Blake down there at the bottom as well, but there's my contact information 817-668-0311. All right, folks, y'all have a good one. Be blessed. Peace.